Socialism in the Indian context. Characteristics of socialism. Social barriers in India. Socialism gives much importance to freedom, equality, justice, classless society, mutual cooperation, etc. Socialism firmly believes that each one should get accordingly to his need and ability. The caste system in our country has created certain social barriers. People in olden days divided the society into upper class people and lower class people on the basis of their caste. Equality, democracy, and socialism are the reasons for their weakening. Socialism develops equality among the individuals and groups. The development of these three values in the modern society is weakening the social barriers. Development of socialistic ideas in India. The union and the state governments of independent India have expressed their faith in socialism and they are trying to promote it. The socialistic ideas were developed in India during the period between the two world wars. India was under the British rule during that period. The ideas of the leaders of our freedom struggle movement seem to have been influenced by the socialistic ideas in the European countries at that time. For example, Hindman, an English socialist, was a good friend of Dadabhai Naoroji. Lounsbury was a friend of Bal Gangadhar Tilak. In ancient India also, people gave importance to similar ideas in the name of dharma, according to then prevailing culture. So they developed beliefs in 1. The rich treating the poor with affection, the welfare of the whole world, and the spiritual equality among all the living beings. Gradually, ideals such as the transfer of political power to Indians, planning the economic life, nationalizing key industries, abolishing the zamindari system, and merging the native states with the rest of the country came to be cherished by the leaders of our freedom. Thus, Indian freedom struggle was influenced mostly by socialistic ideas. It achieved its first goal with that India's independence in 1947. Jawaharlal Nehru, being the first Prime Minister of independent India, tried to develop socialism in our country suited its needs. Consequently, the directive principles of state policy in our constitution have specified the ways and means to be followed by the union and state governments for building up a classless society. Constitutional provisions. Preamble of the Constitution. The preamble of the Constitution declares India as a sovereign, socialistic, secular, democratic republic. The main objective of the Constitution is to provide equality, justice, and freedom to all the citizens in social, economic, political, and other spheres without any discrimination. Socialism in practice. Government has taken the necessary steps to achieve the goals of socialism in India. Nationalization. The progress of bringing the means of production under government management is called nationalization. Profit-based strategy is adopted in private sector, whereas need-based production is followed in the public sector. Public sector industries. Several industries have been established in the public sector with the government investments according to the ideals of socialism. Example, locomotive works at Varanasi, integral coach factory at Perambur, steel plants like Bhilai, Roorkee and Vishakhapatnam, etc. Fertilizer factories at Sindri and other places. In addition, some more public sector undertakings such as Hindustan Machine Tools, Electronic Corporation of India Limited ECIL, Nuclear Fuel Complex NFC, Aeronautics, Shipbuilding Yards, Oil and Natural Gas Commission ONGC have been set up in the country.